Okay, I am really struggling to create a video for this week. I have been thinking about it all week long. I've had a topic, I've written everything up, but every time I turn the video on and try to talk about it, everything just leaves my head. I've even tried putting notes up around, and I have just I've just been so frustrated. And I've made a commitment to myself, as you know, I think I say it in every single video because I've been struggling with this. My commitment is that I'm going to upload a video every Friday of content that of something that provides value to someone. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just get on and just start talking about the struggle that I'm having in this current moment. Oh man. Um, in my head, in my body, I feel tense, and the emotion I'm feeling is frustration. I just feel like, everything is just swarming around me like a storm. And it got me thinking about storms and how some can be extremely dangerous and some can be mild, but they all have a benefit. They don't last forever. So that gives me hope. And they serve the purpose to clear the air, and they help to scatter seeds. And that also gives me hope. I know this won't be this way forever. This is only my fourth video of really attempting to do this by myself. I know I have wisdom inside me that I want to share. I have been through a lot. I had spent a lot of years of my life with my voice shut down because every time I would speak up, I would get in trouble or someone would be angry with something I said. And I cared so much about what other people thought of me that I finally just stopped talking. It was a long, transformative process to learn to love myself and have value in myself. And that's what I want to share with people. That's what I want to help people with is learning how to find themselves again. We're born pure. We're born knowing who we are. But over time, we just get piled on with these layers of limiting beliefs. And one of the really, really big beliefs that I carried for a long time was that I my word is not of any benefit to anyone, and I don't have anything good to say, or I don't have anything to offer. So yeah, you're seeing me in the process of overcoming that. So back to the storm. Yeah, this feels like a storm for me. Sometimes I feel a little bit embarrassed, but then I realized, it's okay. Mistakes are good. Mistakes help me learn. Um, and you can't learn unless you just do it. Just kind of do it. And one of the things that I remembered learning in one of my coaching courses is failure. A lot of people don't do things, they don't achieve their goals simply because they're afraid to fail. And we're not taught growing up that failure is a huge ingredient in the recipe for success. So, making my videos and failing when I fail, um, that word just doesn't have the power I used to give it. I'm okay with making mistakes. I'm okay with failing because I know I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep going. And realistically, words don't really teach. It's actions, the example that teaches. So if I'm to help people, because I'm a coach, a transformational coach, if I'm going to help people transform and move through fear I need to move through fear and I need to teach by example. And when you're growing and you're transforming, it's not pretty. It's messy. I remember in my course crying all the time when I would come to realizations or just, when you have a belief system that has kept you safe for a really long time because the belief that I shouldn't talk, it kept me safe for a long time because for a while no one yelled at me. For a while no one was mad at me for what I thought or what I had to say. And now I've learned to be okay with it because I know that, we all have perceptions and we all choose to feel the way we feel based off of our perceptions. So I used to think that I was causing someone else to be upset by something I said, that I was hurting them. And I didn't want to be a person that hurt someone. But I now know that I don't have that power. No one has the power to hurt me. It's like if someone were to call you up and say, hey, and let's say that you have dark hair like I do, and they were to call you up out of the blue, someone you don't even know, and they were to say, hey, Sue, I hate your purple hair. And if you have hair that look like mine, you'd just be like, oh, okay, like big deal. Like, who is this person? I don't know who this person is, and I don't have purple hair. But if you did have purple hair, you might feel upset about that. And it's the same thing about what happens inside of our hearts. If if you love yourself and you know that you're trying your best and you're okay with making mistakes, and someone comes to you after, all right, I'll just use me as the example. Let's just say someone comes to me and they're like, oh, Chrissy, you made an absolutely horrible video. It was so stupid. I don't even know why you bothered putting yourself out there. You're just the dumbest person in the world. Maybe the old me would have been very hurt by someone saying that. But this new transformed me, I know I'm not dumb. There's no one in the world that could convince me that I'm dumb. There's no one in the world that can convince me I was a bad mother or I am a bad mother. Like, I know who I am inside. And if something does bother me, it helps me know that maybe there's something in here I need to work on, right? Like, it's not going to bother me if it's not in there to bother. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Failure's okay. Failure. I remember redefining failure. It was Ada, adjust and do it again. So if I failed at something, I just adjusted and then I did it again. And I kept doing that and doing that and doing that. And after this video, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I waited till Friday. I waited till the last minute to try and record something. Maybe that added some pressure. Maybe I should record a lot earlier in the week. Instead of taking so much time to prepare, maybe I should record a couple of videos and bank them. Like, there's lots of ways that I can adjust in this moment and create better content moving forward. So, yeah, the storm and talking about it, that feels good. It's a form of processing. Normally I would journal and that would help me process the thoughts that were going on in my head. And this is kind of like a video journal. I'm actually talking about what I'm experiencing in this moment, and the recognition of it, the observation of it is helping me to gain a better understanding of what's happening. And I don't know about you, but when I have understanding of something, it's clarity for me. Clarity has always been just super important to me because it feels good. If I'm clear on why I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm able to be more efficient at it. I'm able to, create better processes when I'm clear on what it is that I'm doing. But if I'm doing something just to do it and I don't have an understanding why, I struggle. And all of this video stuff is very new for me. So, I'm gaining clarity as I go. The one thing I know for certain is I have this knowledge in my head that I want to get out to people. I just gotta find what works best for me. So, anyways, I guess that was my verbal journal, and that was creating this video for you so I can keep my promise to myself. I hope it provided value to you. I hope that it inspired you to redefine what failure looks like to you. You know, if you if you wouldn't fail, like right, like if you didn't have to have the fear of failure, what would you do in your life? Who would you be without failure? And then knowing what that definition of failure is right now, that tells you what's stopping you from doing the things you want to do and being the person you want to be. So take that definition and redefine it. Redefine it so that failure is a positive thing, that it's a thing that helps you grow. It's a thing that helps you build the steps, the stepping stones that help you move forward. Yeah, failure's not so bad. It's a pretty great thing. It doesn't always feel good, but if you don't focus on the negative feeling, it doesn't last long. If you just feel it and you let it go, it doesn't last long. Yeah, so redefine failure and share in the comments. Share, I would really like to know, what has failure stopped you from doing in your life? You know, what has it stopped you from doing? And what would you do if you redefined it? Thank you for watching. If you've watched this long, if you have found value in this video, please like and subscribe and share it with somebody that you feel it may provide value to. And I like to say, you know, just remember you will always get what you look for. So look for what you want and redefine that failure.